bonjour mes étudiants 8th standard. I welcome you all to this new session. So today we are going to see your quarterly portion and pattern. So to start with, your quarterly portion is from lesson 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be a portion, and your pattern is very short. Translation 30 marks, that is from lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. From you have 4 passages. Out of this 4 you will be asked 2 and you must write both the passages, so no choice for that. And 10 marks, choose the best answer, that will be from your lesson passages either from lesson 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So true or false, same, either it will be from lesson 1, 2 or 3 and 4. True or false will be asked. And the next one is lesson exercises. From each lesson there will be exercises. Probably we will be asking only from lesson 3 and 4 because lesson 1 and 2 is already asked in your first midterm. And finally, as important as conjugation, that is also will come from lesson 3 or lesson 4. So whatever conjugation is there, we will revise it. So today we are going to see the answer key next. So you can just pause and take down your pattern. Having this pattern, you prepare. So no question answers is given in this pattern. It is very easy pattern. So 50 marks on the top and 50 marks on the bottom. So 50 marks from grammar and 50 marks from the lesson. So now we will go for the answer key. So this is your answer key. Your answer key will be more or like this. You will receive this either in WhatsApp or in a paper format before your quarterly exam. So once you get the answer sheet for a quarterly exam, you will receive this also. So what will this answer key contain? The answer key for lesson 3 and 4 alone. So for lesson 1 and 2 already I gave during the midterm, and this answer key is for lesson 3 and lesson 4. And things you have to note down is the page numbers might vary, either it is new book or old book. There will be a slight change in the page numbers, so don't worry about that. So how to deal with it? You can just go along with the content. You can, what is Drit Brave for. So you know the topic, right? So to see the topic and then check the answers, and this will be the answers for the lesson 3. So lesson 3 on the top it is given. So these questions might come for true or false. So likewise you can learn. Next one is le contraire, trouver le contraire. So these things are passage exercise, French passage exercise, and here starts the lesson exercise. So question number 1 is lesson exercise. So this is exercise number 1 is regarding the time, and exercise number 2 is décrivez la journée, that is reflexive verb usage, and exercise number 3 is put the dialogue in the right order. So you see the topic of the exercise and you can revise it. So like exercise number 5 is conjugation in the form of sentence. The answer is given. Okay, so the answer is included. In case if you have already written the answer, cross check your answer. And 6 is negative. So I mean these exercises, out of these exercises I'll ask for 20 marks, either from lesson 3 or lesson 4. Okay, so this is lesson 3. I think we are going to finish lesson 3 now. Yeah, next we are stepping into lesson 4. So lesson 3 nearly 12 exercises, I guess. You will have 12 exercises. All these exercises we have already finished. Here starts the lesson 4. So if you see from here, Kallu est malade. Qui est malade? Qu'est-ce qu'il a? So Kallu, le chien d'Anish, est malade. Il ne se lève pas et il a froid. So the answers will be crisp and short. So it will be easy for you to learn. A qui Anish téléphone-t-il? There will be small spelling mistakes there. So you'll easily find it out. So Sometimes see Anish spelling is wrong, you can change it in case if you get it. Qu'est-ce que le docteur dit? Il a de la fièvre, il a une grippe. So that's what the doctor said. So it's a very short and crisp answer. This answers you can follow and you can get the full mark. So next is question 2, compléter avec des mots. Trouvez-la dans le texte. And this is one important question from lesson 4. Mettez les phrases suivantes à la forme interrogative en utilisant les trois formes. So I already taught you there are 3 forms of interrogation. One is l'intonation, est-ce que, and l'inversion. So this is exercise number 1. This is a very big exercise that you have to write in type 1, type 2 and type 3. But I will make it short. I will ask this particular exercise for today's online test because it's must to see once again this exercise. So I'll revise with you exercise number 2 alone. So if you see, mettez les phrases suivantes à la forme interrogative en utilisant la forme mentionnée. Write the interrogative sentence on utilizing the mentioned form. So what form is mentioned? You have to change this to form 2. So you know what is form 2? Form 2 is est-ce que. So the answer will be, this is the question, nous aimons les fruits, and the answer will be est-ce que nous aimons les fruits. Second one is tu manges beaucoup de sucre, and the answer is manges-tu beaucoup de sucre. Third one, je vais chez mon ami. The answer will be je vais chez mon ami. So if it is inversion, see type 3 is given, so we have used inversion. Here type 1 is given, so we have to use intonation. Next is type 2, fourth one. Elle a une belle robe, so est-ce qu'elle a une belle robe? So according to the type what they ask, you can give the answer. Next is il y a un oiseau dans la cage. Third one. And for this inversion method should be used. Y a-t-il un oiseau dans la cage? So definitely this exercise is in one of the important exercise for quarterly, and as well as for today's online test I will be asking this. Le tableau est beau. Type 2, they are asking to form type 2. So what is the answer? Est-ce que le tableau est beau? Est bas, sorry. Son frère a une voiture rouge. So second one, form 2 is est-ce que son frère a une voiture rouge? J'ai un stylo et un sac. Est-ce que j'ai un stylo et un sac? Next is type 3, vous avez un stylo noir. So third one, that becomes avez-vous un stylo noir? Avez-vous un stylo noir? Il mange peu de chocolat, that has to be converted to form 1. So intonation, il mange peu de chocolat. So I repeat once again, this exercise will be your online test today, so revise this well. And already I gave this once as online test, only few that did it right. So once again I have given today also, so try to do it to your best. Okay, so now let's proceed with the answer key. Let's move on to exercise number 3, and this one is negative. Répondez aux questions en utilisant si ou non. Il ne peut pas souvent. So if it is si, the answer or the question should be no. Ne pas. So the answer will be si, il pleut souvent ici. So si and no, there is a difference. Here the question is what they ask, that what you have to see. They ask you to convert using si. Here they ask you to convert using no. If you use si, the answer will be positive. If you use no, the answer will be negative. So that you must remember. I guess you guys will do well, but anyway I have to say no. Question 4. Répondez en utilisant oui, sinon ou non. So this is oui, si, no. So next is associer un problème ou une question. This is match the following. So these things you guys will do well. So the question is here, the answer is here. You have to just match it. For example, first one, j'ai faim, je mange une pomme. So what will you do when you are hungry? You will eat it. So je mange une pomme. Next is compléter avec les verbes donnés. L'élève ne comprend pas le pomme. So ne pas comprend, that is ne comprend pas. So this exercise also is one of the important exercises. So note it down. And mettez en ordre, I think you must know these answers. First one is aime chocolat, si j'aime le chocolat. Second is vous ne faites pas le devoir. Third is vous oubliez votre ami. Fourth, il s'habille vite et il part. Fifth is il fait du vent, j'ai froid. Next, conjugate. So this is one important thing. Definitely this will be asked, and you have 30 marks for your conjugation. So let us revise just once. Ça s'assoit sur le banc. So this is reflexive verb. Je m'assis sur le banc. Tu t'assis sur le banc. Il, elle assis sur le banc. Nous nous asseyons sur le banc. Vous vous asseyez sur le banc. Il, elle s'asseye sur le banc. Venir de Paris. Est-ce que je viens de Paris? Est-ce que tu viens de Paris? Est-ce qu'il, elle vient de Paris? Est-ce que nous venons de Paris? Est-ce que vous venez de Paris? Est-ce qu'il, elle vient de Paris? And third one is ouvrir. Je n'ouvre pas la porte. Tu n'ouvres pas la porte. Il, elle n'ouvre pas la porte. Nous n'ouvrons pas la porte. Vous n'ouvrez pas la porte. Il, elle n'ouvre pas la porte. Offrir, this form is inversion, so negative will not come. N'offres-tu pas les fleurs? So je form, no negative. N'offre-t-il, elle, pas les fleurs? N'offrons-nous pas les fleurs? N'offrons-vous pas les fleurs? N'offre-t-il, elle, pas les fleurs? Next is mentir. Je ne mens pas, tu ne mens pas, il, elle ne ment pas, nous ne mentons pas, vous ne mentez pas, il, elle ne ment pas. So I already said, I repeat once again. Out of this 30 marks for conjugation, you might get a solid mark from this one, from lesson 4. So what else is there in this exercise, in this lesson? So mettez au pluriel. C'est une jupe noire, saison des jupes noires. So you must know the singular form and the plural form. Je is singular and nous is plural. Tu is singular and vous is plural. Il is singular and il is plural. I mean il is singular and il is plural. So like that you can complete this exercise. Next is the tabular column grand, grande, grand, grande. So the difference is masculine with E feminine, just S masculine plural with ES feminine plural. So this repeats for everything. One or two will differ. And this is compléter le texte avec le mot donné. So this is one important exercise. You must know how to solve it. I already explained on the board on the live session. If you just identify the verbs separate, nouns separate, and the prepositions separate, you will be able to solve this easier. So you can do this on your own. So with this your answer key ends. So today your online test will be interrogation, and you must learn this answer key. This answer key will be definitely useful for you to revise for the exam. So from this answer key you must know how to learn. So you might have few doubts that you can clear out while you attend the live session, and other things related to this question paper settings. In case if I ask choose and true or false from lesson 1 and 2, I will not ask choose and true or false from lesson 3 and 4. And this is vice versa. If I ask from 3 and 4, I will not ask the French translation from lesson 1 and 2. So if I choose one lesson from translation, I will not use the exercise from that particular lesson, because anyway you can find the answer from the translation. So definitely you will do well. Rest of the things we will discuss on the live video class. Okay. So today's online test will be interrogation from lesson 4. Revise that, and this is a very short video to make you aware of quarterly portion and pattern. So once again, merci, bonne journée, au revoir.